I'm Dave Barton from Highwire Networks. I'm not going to read all my slides. I just want to talk. So, who we are, we've been doing this for about 23 years. We're channel only. We focus on enabling our partners to be successful. At the bottom, you see some of the awards. I'm not going to go into that either. I really want to focus on what's important, right? And what's important, and I've heard a few of our other speakers talk about it, right? There's too many tools. The threats are evolving, there's alert overload, and it's expensive, right? And those four things I think all of us would probably agree on. The question is, how do we fix the problem? With us, we help you with tools. We help you pick tools. We help you integrate tools. Tools aren't the problem, right? We help you with the threats. The threats aren't the problem either. Overload, there's so much data. That's probably one of the biggest problems. And then price, right? We're all price sensitive. We'll talk more about that as well. Why are we different, right? We don't care at the end of the day what tools you have. Our partners, one of the things we talk a lot about is they come to us and we take them where they're at. If they've just invested a bunch of money in a particular tool, I'm not going to ask them to swap it out for something that we think is better. I'm going to find a way to improve it. And in that integration of their data, integration of their automation, their responses, all of those things. We spend a ton of time on innovation, and we'll talk a little bit about that at the end as well. Scalability, we don't have minimums. If you came to me with a 10-user dentist office, we're going to take that in because they need the same security that you do. Right? So scale down, scale up. We're full stack. So if you've got on-prem, you've got a hybrid mode customer, we can cover those as well. The most important thing are probably the bottom two. We are 100% US based. Our office, we've got offices in the US, but our primary SOC office is in Chicago. And then the last one is how we scale. And this is where we are probably a little bit different. We focus on outcomes, right? The customers don't care if we block something. They want to know on a monthly basis, maybe, or weekly basis, what we've done for them. But what they really want to know is what's important. What do I need to take action on? And we spend a ton of time filtering, tuning, but then more importantly, helping them when something happens. I loved one of the conversations around prevention. To me, prevention is really where this industry is moving to. Spent a ton of time where we were focused on firewalls and AV, and then the industry shifted to detection and response. And here's where you started to see that alphabet soup, XDR, NDR, EDR. And then what we've discovered is it's not good enough. Detection by itself is not good enough. So the industry is swinging back, which I love, again, because now I've got focus on stopping and a focus on detecting. It's much like a house. If I have doors on my house, but if they're left open, it doesn't do me any good. I'm not preventing anything. But if all of my doors and windows are closed and someone still gets in, I need detection and response. And that's where the DR piece comes into play. This should be top of mind for everybody. Having a balanced approach, using a framework, and then building a program around it. The tools we plug in, the data we plug in, the responses, we work with you to figure out what makes sense for your customer, because every one of your customers are different. So we focus on that as well. A couple of things, we manage the security so you don't have to. We scale so that you can focus on retaining the revenue. We increase efficiencies. I'm not going to read all of this. At the end of the day, we are 100% channel only, focused on helping you grow your business, and we take the heavy lift of the security off the table. What do we do and how do we make that happen? We have partners, we have multiple pricing models. I'm not going to go into that. But we can help you navigate that alphabet soup. We can focus on helping you understand what's important to your customer. We partner with you through that entire process. We've had partners go, I don't know how to pitch this. That's okay. We do, right? We will help you through this process. What you're seeing on the screen are just a couple of things that we do. We've got an integrated platform that our operations team uses that takes all that data, all that noise, and brings it together. And now it gives us an opportunity to execute off of that. On the right is an example of what we're doing around automation, so that when we get 1,000 events, we can filter out what's important. We can automate and ticket out what's easy for us to fix, and then spend time with the partner and the end customer on how do we fix it, right? What do we do next? So please join us in the breakout room. We've got a DoorDash gift card. We'd love to talk to you about EDR, XDR, MDR, and really help you solve some of the problems that we do. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much.